that was still the case.
He's been there for years and he's done a brilliant job. I mean, one season, this annoyed me as well, because this hardly got reported. They won... They won 4 trophies, including a European trophy. What a monumental effort that is. What an achievement.
Yeah, when a team like Liverpool win the Carling Cup, it is splashed across the back pages. You know, Arsenal ladies won that, and the women, and the Premier League, and the FA Cup, and the main European trophy. And yeah, you know, that annoys me, if I'm honest. That really annoys me. Dale, does it annoy you?
Well, as I said before...
Jack, actually, yeah, I've not... Jack?
Yeah, it does annoy me.
Thanks.
Well, it does. Well, I will just say...
Sorry, obviously, I was checking out another story. It's
okay, well, that's okay. It's Vic Akers, who was the Arsenal kit man. He also was the Arsenal ladies manager from 1987 until 2009.
Yeah.
That job is now held by Laura Harvey, and you know, Vic Akers, in my opinion, he got an OBE. I think he deserves to be
an MBE. Yeah, I think give him an MBE.
I believe he deserves more than he got, because for what he's done, for what he won in the women, you know, for women's football, it's incredible. Yeah, and yet it's not treated as that, you know,
because it's women's football, and that is isn't that just
completely wrong
attitude? Just.
Right, well,
it does annoy me.
Well, our man on the front line is Jack Elliott, and Saudi Arabia have banned women from competing.
They have banned women
at the Olympics, and in my opinion, you know, completely wrong. Do you feel that Saudi Arabia will get banned from the Olympics for what they've done?
I think Saudi Arabia, I think they should be banned, but I don't think they will be banned, and I don't think they will be banned because I just think there's certain political works, shall we say, that I think that if Saudi Arabia carry out an action, ban women, they won't be banned. But if, say, Iran do the same thing, then they would get banned. What are your thoughts on that, though?
Go down.
Well, it's always been... it's a bit shame the stuff like the Olympics get more politically influenced, don't it? There was also that famous case where the US refused to go to the Russian Olympics, didn't they? And then the Russians refused to go to the American. And who misses out? It's the athletes that train year in, year out, day in, day out.
The general public of
their families as well. They've picked a career out of this, and it was like a story about someone my mum was talking to at my brother's canoeing place. They've been training for the Olympics for about 3 years, only to be told that their event was being pulled. They don't think about they don't think about the athletes,
and it also affects those who follow athletes. If you went up to people in Sheffield and said Jessica Ennis, has pulled out of the Olympics for 2012, they'd be gutted.
Yeah,
I remember I told someone, oh, she's in broken stress fracture in the foot, she won't be in Beijing. And this person cried. And this is someone who wasn't a friend, wasn't family, just a fan. And there will be people in Saudi Arabia who say, her over there, really I idolise her. Because, sport is a great way for people look up to, they're role models.
Yeah. And with Jessica Ennis, the way she conducts herself, both while competing, also in her personal life, she is a role model for young women.
Yeah, she is. But
you're really contributed a lot to this.
That's true. But back to this basic. I'd just like to ask her: do you think that do you think it's right that South Africa, they were banned from all international events? Do you think that should happen to countries like Saudi Arabia or Iran or even, say, North Korea?
I think it's just the athletes that miss out. That's what annoys me.
Well, what annoys me is I saw at the Singapore Youth Olympics in 2010, the equestrian part of the Youth Olympics, Dalma Malhas won a bronze medal. She did brilliant, and people were saying to me, she'll go to the London 2012 and be in with a shout for maybe a bronze. You know, she'll have a chance. She's now not going if this rule sticks. So I think it is. You know, I think it's somebody like her who 2 years ago won a bronze at the Youth Olympics. You could honestly say, yes, she's in with a shout to get a bronze, maybe more. You know, Mo Farah 2 or 3 years ago, people were like, oh, he'd be lucky if he got a bronze. Well, I think personally, she's been with a very good shout to get something.
Well, I know we're talking about role models, like not a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'll throw another name out there who I think's been inspiration. Paula Radcliffe.
Yeah.
The way she's come back from, you know, disappointing defeats and
injuries.
Not letting it get her down. She even had a kid. Like, she had to give up running for a little bit, but then came back as strong as ever.
Especially after Athens.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I really felt for her then.
I did, yeah. I couldn't believe it because I was in South Africa at the time and came from the highlights and how my dad managed to not tell us about that because he'd seen it the day before. I just couldn't believe it because we were all so convinced that, you know, she'd hold the world record. It was her time to, you know, go on and get gold, and she just literally couldn't take the heat.
Well, I presume she's trying to qualify for this Olympics, or if she hasn't done already. I'd love her to qualify and to get a major medal. I think that would cap off a great career for her. I think she deserves it.
Well, I'll throw another name out there, and people will probably go, what's he on about? But I honestly think Elena Beltacci,
right,
the female tennis player, because in the last year, she has had victories over a number of the top 10 female players, Lena and Shivani. Schiavone, whatever, I can't say her name, but Francesca Schiavone, that's her name, I believe. And, you know, at the time she was the French Open champion, and she beat her. And she's, you know, I just think she's one of the most improved tennis players out there right now. 2 years ago, if you'd said, Elena Beltacci, you'd have gone, but now she's won a number of titles, and last year she also won the Nottingham Challenge, which is quite a good. You know, that is for females. That is
Open. You mean? Is it Open or Challenge?
No, it's the Nottingham Challenge.
Oh, there's an Open as well.
No, but that is for females. That is the build up to Wimbledon. So for men it's Queens. Yeah. For women it's the Nottingham Challenge, and that's a tournament, you know, which has been won by some massive names in the past few years.
And I think the women's British tennis could have a really bright future with Heather Watson and Laura Robson, two fantastic young players.
Well, I think you know, Laura Robson. I was going to say Laura Watson. I was going to combine the two, but I think she's had. And I will just say, Sue Smith has just replied to us on Twitter. We are live, and she has put, "Love that. Hope it was nice." Sue, we guarantee you. We think you're an absolute. Well, I think you're an absolute legend. So.
Oh yeah,
I'll retweet that, and thank you so much for replying.
Thank you, Sue Smith.
Because we have been trying to get people to talk to us on Twitter, you know, about this issue, and finally somebody replied.
And it is a subject that us three are passionate about.
Yeah.
We have a real passion for this. Well, time is actually drawing to an end, and this has flown by. And I think we will.
I think as it's near the end, we could quickly slip in. We could slip in joke of the week. I think we could do it,
ladies and gentlemen. Because we've had 29 fantastic minutes, let's end it with an awful one. It is now time for Dale Harris and Joke of the Week.
Joke of the Week.
Sponsored by www.sportingviewpoint.co.uk.
And check out Dale Harris's blogspot whenever you want.
Or don't, but...
Yeah, maybe don't. But anyway, I got a job. Got a part-time job.
Miracle!
Well done.
Miracle!
Who on earth took you on?
It was a door sales company.
Oh.
And they've made me the manager, and I've got my own staff. And we need to
we know this isn't real life, then.
He said, right now we need to get sales up. I thought, okay, I'll have a word with my new staff. And I said, so staff, You got any thoughts? I'm open to ideas.
Wow, that is weak. That is weak.
That is weak.
That really is weak.
That's as bad as the jar joke.
No, I think it's worse.
I don't know.
Well, as I always say, we apologise for that. And we hope you were doing something constructive. Maybe you were cleaning the windows. I don't know. I don't know why you'd be cleaning the windows.
Always cleaning windows.
When I'm cleaning windows. I could throw in a little jingle there, but I won't. Well, thank you so much. And we are, can I just say this now, Paul Nixon, we thank you so much for what you just wrote about us.
Thank you very much, Paul. As you know,
Paul.
I'm a massive fan of yours.
And me.
We thank you so much, Paul. And we thank you, Sue Smith. And we are actually getting a few sports stars on our side now, so it's going well. Well, next week, we may be having a podcast, we may not.
Well, we will be having a podcast.
I think we will be, but it won't be on a Wednesday. So things are out of our hands and have happened. But anyway, thank you for listening to blahdblah. We will be back next week, but maybe at a different time.
Yeah.
That was with me, Tom Feeney.
Me, Dale Harris.
Me, Jack Elliott.
Thank you for listening to Blah.
Blah.
Thank you for listening to blahdblah. Remember to follow at the blahdblah and also follow at Tom Rossini at ThomasFeaheny
And at Dale Harris 1991.
At Jack Elliott 1993.
Blahdblah.
Thank you and good night.
Sponsored by www.sportingviewpoint.co.uk.